Welcome back to Ozarks FOX AM. It is Wednesday, our favorite day of the week, because our friend Michael Babcock Skypes in with us live from L.A. from TMZ. He's got the hottest stories. Michael Babcock, so good to see you today.
Good morning.
I always think tomorrow I get to talk to you guys.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I get excited about it.
We just love you so much.
We really do. We always are excited because you have the best Hollywood scoop, but you're so genuinely nice as well. That's why we appreciate you so much.
Thanks so much, guys. I love doing this.
That's good. That's
great. So I'll be honest with you, Michael Babcock. Our producer told us the 3 topics we're talking about. Now, you're going to have to school me and Kelly on some of these because we're not well-versed in some of these stories, okay? So you're going to have to school us.
Start wherever you want.
Would you rather me start with Oprah, Tory Lanez, or the house from Fast Times at Richmond High being for sale?
I like
Oprah.
A house. I like real estate.
Okay,
sorry,
No,
Kelly.
that's fine. He wants to do real estate. Let's do real estate.
Okay, so this is really one of the most iconic and coolest houses that we have ever seen from a movie, and not just any movie, a classic movie. So the house from Fast Times at Ridgemont High is for sale. It's in the valley, the San Fernando Valley in California. This is the place where Brad Hamilton caught, let's say, Linda Barrett in the backyard. Of course, Phoebe Cates' character. And this place it's actually modestly priced for Los Angeles. It's $739,999. It's not a huge house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, but it's a house in LA, and normally those go for like in excess of $1 million. So again, for about $740,000, somebody can actually own the house that played a huge role in the Fast Times at Ridgemont High movie, and still, decades later, one of the most classic and kind of quoted and talked about movies, and somebody can actually live in the place that they used to film.
Hey, Kel.
Yeah. You want to go in together and buy it?
Let's buy it for Michael and his girlfriend, and we can all move in together and film a reality show.
And have a reality show. There you go.
Have a reality show in the house, Michael, Jenny.
Yes. We can all live
That would
there.
be great. I was just thinking, what kind of a buyer would be interested in this house? Maybe a huge fan of Fast Times at Ridgemont? I
think so. And Michael, like you said, that is a great price for LA, because I was thinking that was inexpensive. Those real estate shows that feature LA properties are always so expensive.
Guys, as somebody who lives in LA and is from New Jersey, where the houses are modestly priced, it's tough. It's frustrating because you look at the house costs and you feel like you're never actually going to own a home when you live in LA because they are so expensive. And this is one that it's still like $740,000. It's still expensive, obviously, but it's somewhat reasonable as opposed to you see $2 million houses that other places might cost $300,000. So this is actually modestly priced.
Is this in a good neighborhood? Where's it located? Do we know?
So it's the San Fernando Valley. Do you remember seeing the movie Clueless?
Yes.
Yeah. So
the valley is the place that they always kind of talk down upon a little bit. It's a little bit out there.
And Michael, isn't that where Valley Girls came from? Oh my God, for sure.
Yeah.
When I came to LA, I lived in the valley. There's nothing wrong with the valley except it gets so hot in the summer. It could be 70 degrees where I live right now by the water, and it could be 105. Same day, same time in the valley. It's that hot. All the heat gets trapped in the valley. It's too hot.
All right, we do need to move on, but I do want to tell you I'm embarrassed. I've never seen
real estate.
I've never seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I've never seen it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You have to watch it. You would have been so much excited if you saw it, Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay, here, I'll move on to Oprah then. So Oprah Winfrey, obviously somebody who is involved politically, and she took that to the next level. She actually is working with an organization that Beto O'Rourke from Texas started, and she was cold calling voters in Texas because their early voting starts today, and Oprah actually called this guy, and she calls him. She says, "Hey, is this Christian?" And he says, "Yes." And she says, "Hey, Christian, it's Oprah Winfrey." And he is shocked. He said, "Wait, who is that again? Who are you?" He didn't believe her at first, but as they started talking and he heard her voice, sure enough, he knew it was Oprah. And they had a conversation about voting, and Oprah was really blown away by this guy. She asked him, she said, hey, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not excited at all about voting and 10 being the most excited, what would you be in? And he goes, I'd be an 11. And she loved that. So, Oprah, obviously one of the most famous people in the world, but she's trying to influence votes one person at a time.
I wish she'd call me. I'd love to have a conversation with her.
That's what I was thinking too, Kelly. Is like,
Yeah.
why can't we get that call?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like winning the lottery, I guess.
I'll be
right?
honest, though. If Oprah called me, I would not believe it was Oprah. I think it's a crank call.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
So even if it sounded like her, I
Yeah.
would not. But
Exactly.
She'd have to send I need to FaceTime her or something.
Yeah, just put it on FaceTime.
Well, you've heard about those radio DJs who impersonate people and call other famous people
Yes.
and get them on the radio and trap them in like a.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I would think it was.
Yeah.
So would I. Yeah, they've done that to so many famous people. I think they just did it to Kamala Harris recently, and I would feel the same exact way. So do we have?
Oprah.
Oprah, you never know what she's going to do, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we have time for the last story
Yeah.
too, if you're ready.
Yeah. So, I'm sure people have heard about this at least somewhat, even if you're not a hip hop fan. But Tory Lanez, the huge R&B star, was accused of shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot, another huge star, 2 times after they left a Kylie Jenner party back in July. And we didn't know if he was going to be charged or not because at first Meg wasn't talking to the authorities. Well, she finally came around, decided to kind of tell her story to the cops. And and Tory Lanez was charged with a felony assault, and he is facing almost 23 years in prison if convicted.
Wow.
Well, he was in court virtually yesterday. He actually hired Sean Hawley. If you remember that name, she was Lindsay Lohan's longtime attorney, and he was in court virtually, supposed to be his arraignment. So he was going to say whether or not he was pleading guilty or not guilty. His lawyer asked for a continuance, but we did have some things that happened. So first of all, the judge ordered Tory Lanez to stay at least 100 yards away from Meg Thee Stallion. So there is a restraining order that is currently in place. And not only that, Tory Lanez is going to have to put up $190,000 bail money, which is not a problem to him because he is extremely wealthy. But still, that's a big number for bail, and it shows you how serious these charges are. And he'll be back in court soon, and he'll plead either guilty or not guilty. I expect he'll plead not guilty, and he'll ultimately try and fight this charge. But again, if he is convicted, he's looking at 22 years, 8 months in prison.
So wait, let me just get this straight.
Okay.
He was accused of shooting her in the foot twice?
Twice, and yes, and she was shot, Jeremy.
Sounds crazy to me.
It does.
Yeah, they were allegedly in a car together, and they got into an argument, and Meg was walking away from him allegedly, and again, one more allegedly, he allegedly fired his gun at her twice and hit her in the foot. And
When
there was actually, if people go to the TMZ website, they actually got pulled over by police, and the police didn't know that Meg had been shot in the feet, so they are conducting like a felony arrest or felony stop. And they're telling her what to do when she can barely walk because
my gosh.
shot.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful video. You look at somebody who was just the victim of a violent act, and she's trying to walk, and the cops are telling her what to do, and she's bleeding,
Wow.
and it was a tense scene. But again, he's in big trouble here.
Yeah.
Well, if he did that, then he needs to
needs to
pay
pay.
the
Yeah.
consequences. All right, Michael, thank you. You didn't freeze one time.
You didn't. Yay!
I was so worried about it. Thank you guys so much for having me.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Okay, TMZ. All right, weekdays at 5 p.m. TMZ Live, weeknights at 12:30 a.m. And we're going to be back right after this. Don't go away.
Can I say, if she stays with him after he shoots her twice in the foot, I would be out of there.
At some point, you just got to say,